Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. बोलो। क्या चल रहा है?
अभी तो कुछ नहीं सर, बस
एक मिनट
मेरा वेदांतु का डैशबोर्ड खाली हो गया।
वो तो ईयरफोन ले ले। Okay. So excited, na? After
Yes,
long
sir.
time, what you think? Recording. Pragya will start exactly at 3 p.m. Let others miss the question. Click on. Huh? Okay, Pragya, we can start in 1 minute now. Who is this? KSJ. Okay. तुम खाली WhatsApp कर दो, हम प्रिंट आ देंगे.
Sir, may we start?
I think yes.
Okay, so good evening, sir. Welcome to the session.
Thank you.
And basically, today we are having an AMA session with Dhruv, sir. Hope you all will enjoy it. So, first of all, I will put on my question and then we will move on to the rest.
Okay.
So, the first question is, what was your best experience you had till now in your complete journey?
So see, there are multiple things altogether, but the best experience which I had was around in 2010, where I was completely lost on my track, like what I want to do in my life, how I want to go ahead, and at that time I got the mentor. So that was the best time when I can see that my entire life got a path, and I started growing onto whatever you can see technical exploration and all. So that I consider as the best part of my life.
And
Because
same for the, like, what was the worst part then?
so worst part you can consider like 2006 to 2008, because like I started as a 11th science, like you all are right now in the school, right?
Yes,
But
sir.
I took a science stream, and I was totally like, I was not knowing anything about what I'm learning right now. Like for you it might be easy right now, but the way I started, it was like I don't know what I'm learning, nothing like a formula, what chemistry is teaching, what physics is teaching. So I was totally just I'm going on the way. And when my board exam came, which was in 2008, I was literally knowing that I am going to fail. Okay. And I was very sure about that I have not done anything, and nothing was in my head. I was just appearing in exam, writing something and coming back. I was knowing the result, but still I was promising others that I will get passed, I have written something. But after that I failed twice, and then I was not sure about my career, what I need to choose, and people were asking questions. That was the worst time what I have gone through in my life. Rest all was all learning, but that was, I found that was the worst time as a kid when I failed my 12th.
Okay. So, anyone else who have the question, you can go forward. Kunal, Tanish, Kaustav.
Sir, what was the brightest moment in your life?
Brightest moment, okay,
सबसे मजेदार.
in
सर
my
सबसे
11th
funny
grade.
मजेदार.
That what I'm coming. In my 11th grade, I was appearing in a science fair. So when I started the science fair, I actually made a telescope, a kind of telescope. I took a lens from a microscope, the projection microscope. Then I used the eyepiece, then multiple lenses in between. I arranged that onto a shoe box and everything. And I went to a science fair, and I named that particular device as a hunteroscope, like telescope and hunteroscope, like long distance capture. And there was a small there was a rickshaw outside in the playground. I was just zooming that particular thing and showing to the audience. Now the thing started coming was the fun part and like brightest part, where my bulb got lightened. Like I'm coming to that point. So it was like one teacher came and said, hey, what kind of lenses you have used? And literally I don't even know about any lens. I was just knowing two kind of lens, which was concave and convex. Okay. So then I said I have used concave and convex lens, and I had one lens which was totally different kind of it. So she asked like, which is this kind of lens? And this is a new kind of lens in the market. Okay, I was not even knowing. I just replied and it went well. Now next teacher came. They asked how it worked. I said I just bluffed something, and then I Google it, or I asked my teacher or something. I said, okay, this is it. So when I started my first speech on that day, it was around 1 minute. At the end of the day, it came up to 15 minutes, because as the people go, I added lot of story into my project, and then it went on. And at that day, I learned it's all about presentation. With like when you present, you learn a lot, and you just add on the things. And after that, my confidence on the science was much more active. Like the practical thing which I started learning was there. Then I also participated in 12th grade also with the different project. So the second project was my I used a webcam onto a microscope, and I made a digital microscopic projection. In 2008, it was very rare to have a digital microscope for a school to showcase the slide all together the other kids. So what I did, I just rearranged the focal length and everything, and I just put a webcam on my digital microscope. And what I did was there was a single wire like this. You can consider this is a wire. I just put a box like this. Okay, nothing inbuilt circuit. And sometimes some people come and ask how this particular system works. Then we used to point at the box and say that is a circuit and a design in the box which refine the signal, magnify a proper image and give it to the computer. Actually, it was just a single wire. So those kind of things were something like where I found one of the brightest and funniest day where we learned how to present with some like irrelevant topics. Okay, just whatever you know, just speak it up, and that is how I got to district level and all. And I was not selected in state level, but I went up to district level. That was like, you know, like you all have been into the journey of like national, state level and all. So that was my journey when I started 2007.
That was really nice to hear, sir. We have next question from Ansh Patel.
Okay.
Ansh, please move on.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Hans.
Sir, how to sell products in rural area? Because it's
Okay, आपका आवाज बहुत धीमे आ रहा है Hans.
2 minutes. Sir. Hello, आवाज आ रहा है सर?
हाँ, बोलो.
Sir, how to sell products in rural area? Because marketing rural area में marketing मतलब इतना hard है कि सबके पास स्मार्टफोन्स नहीं होते कि हम एडवर्टाइज कर सके और मतलब एक्सेस मतलब है मतलब हार्ड इतना कोई भी प्रोडक्ट पहुंचा ना हो तो कैसे पहुंचा.
Okay, so see, like every demographic have their different marketing strategy. Okay, so every demographic and every product has a different marketing strategy. So even though you all know TikTok, okay, so TikTok never went for a marketing to anyone, but still it got famous because that marketing segment was totally different. A person create a video, that video itself has a TikTok logo into it. So that particular brand spread, and people want to know how he made the video, and that is how it spread. So it depends on the product which you are using, and that's a total different question according to me. So we can take it little later, but I will give you the brief amount how the marketing works onto different demographic. So when you are targeting a particular audience, you have to understand like what is the need of the audience and whether we can satisfy that particular need. Then there are two things. One is we have to reach to that particular person so he can make the purchase, and second is we have to be with the proper marketing strategy with the price. So if I am selling the same plier right now at a cost of 1,000 rupees, nobody will purchase. Okay, but the same plier which comes with some digital pressure LCD and all, which I can plug it like that, and how much pressure I am giving that display on the LCD, then a dentist will purchase this particular plier. Okay, and now I have to go with the particular market saying, hey, I have this kind of plier which is one of the new innovation which measure the amount of the force which you are putting, so you can use it for teeth or like plucking out the teeth or like how much pressure you want to give. So that particular message makes the marketing much easier. So it depends. So for a dentist, that much easy. But the same thing if I go with the product to an agriculture person saying, hey, I have a plier which measures the pressure, he is not interested for because he don't need that particular device. And second is how much easiness is being achieved after you deliver a device. So for a dentist where he has to very careful, and it is going to hurt a patient, so he is much worried about to having this device, and for the capacity of him is to buy this at a 10,000 rupees because he can check 10 patient and get 1,000 rupees each. But for a farmer, he cannot purchase such device because the income is much low than that. So you have to understand that bandwidth also. So product, price, and its function, all the things depend with the marketing strategy. So we will take this question separately with you after this session, so you can get in detail knowledge about it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Next we have from Kunal Shekhar.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
That's not a technical one,
Okay, fine.
but how do you manage? Okay, how do you manage to remember the all of your students' name? I mean, as we have seen in the boot camp, like you surprised us. Almost you name all of us. So how did you manage?
So, see, that's the memory game which I have trained myself for a long time. Like you can consider from 2016. Okay, like if I remember you, I don't remember you with your name. I remember you with your work or your interest or your something which defines you. Okay, and that particular definition helps me to remember that particular name. And it has been a lot practice from last 5 years. So I remember those students who we have, which I have worked with as a project. I don't remember those students who have not worked with me on any project. Like if someone come and talk to me, but they don't have any specific thing with them, I just forget their names. Like from the bootcamp also, I don't remember everyone's name right now, but I remember those names who are like they are doing something, or they have shared some thoughts of them. So due to that thoughts, I always remember that name. Like I know that Sinjini, like we were in the East Camp Kunal. So Sinjini was the writer. Okay, so she used to write something. She's more onto that part. So I remember that particular way like that. Then we had many other people also. Like there was a Samir. He was a good at robotics. Okay, so he was working on some robotic material and all, and I know him with the robotics part. Like everyone, Priyansh. Then Priyansh was on the drone side. Subham. Then he came up with the ultrasonic thing. So everyone had something, and that make me easy to remember their names. And that practice I have done so far, because I used to handle 70 project at a time. So 70 people will be talking to me, and that become a habit. So now whenever I come to any place and I ask what is your project, easily that project attached with her name. So whenever like see Kunal, then I always remember that okay, you have a YouTube channel and something is going on with you on a YouTube channel. So everyone comes up with that particular features, you can say, and due to those features what you have, I remember the name.
Thank you, sir. Next we have is Aditya Garg.
Yes, Aditya.
Aditya, please go on.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Sir?
Bol.
So I want to ask that how can we improve ourselves, our personality and all?
See, improvement depend on many factors. Like if you ask me, uh, it depend on my interest. Because see, if you say so you need to improve yourself, okay, if you are asking me, then it becomes on what base. Like according to you I have to improve, or according to me I have to improve. For me, I don't want to be a good cricketer, okay, but you may want me to be as a good cricketer. So it depends on who is thinking about whom. So the improvement depends on that. So now if you consider me, how I can improve myself, then there are certain points where you understand as a common thing. Then there are certain things which is a specific. So common thing is like I should be good at English. I should able to share my knowledge. I should able to present myself. I should able to be a good observer. I should be able to a good narrator or something like that. So those are the common things. But I should be a good cricketer. I should be a good at cooking. So that become a specific thing. It depends on their own work. Now, if you want to like consider you have a goal, and your goal is to research on any virus, consider the COVID virus, then the improvement of your specific learning should be focused toward a goal. So that is a different kind of improvement, and each improvement come up with a different time management, knowledge accessible to different knowledge pools, then communication to the different role models. So all those things help you with all those learning. So considering like I have a student, so his name is Umang Jain, and he is right now into OS development. So you can consider 5% of improvement come from him. So whenever I used to talk with him, he was working with me in 2014. So after 2014, right now he's working with European companies on OS development. But whenever I call him, he will share me a lot of new things happening into industry of software development, OS development. So he used to share all those things. So my improvement and learning come from him. So that is a one pool which I'm getting shared through some of the role models. So same way, I have a friend who is working on a drone. So he's basically into GIS. So geospatial, like he is working under in on a company who takes the aerial images of a particular area and then create the project. So he shared me some technological thing about that particular domain. So now I get improvement and learning from them. So that way the improvement cycle work. So you have to think about like how much you need to practice, how much you need to explore, and at what point you need to be an expert of. So combining all those together, you can be the perfect you can design a perfect plan how to improve yourself. Coming to an example, I cannot do the entire project of drone mapping, okay? But I know all basic things about drone mapping. So as an educator, I am perfect on knowing things, but I am not perfect on executing the things. Okay, for execution, I might need more time than my friend. Okay, so that is how the improvement works.
Thank you, sir. So next
Thank
question
you,
is
sir.
again from me.
Welcome.
So the next question is, what do you feel? What makes you unique from others?
See, if you consider like see I had a lot of opportunity to join IT industry, computer industry. I was good at civil engineering also, but like apart of all those things, I always wanted to be an educator from like consider from my childhood, okay, to just to make sure like there are a lot of people who need a right kind of education, and I was very lucky enough that I got right mentors at right age. So I just wanted to continue that journey with supporting all you kids and other kids. So that was the part where I decided myself that I don't want to go much deep into technology right now, but I want to bring that technology onto the domain where the students who are sharp enough and they want to learn something, they can get access to it. So that is how I started my journey, and a lot of friends told me in my early journey like you need to focus on some specific point, or you need to be an engineer first, or you need to solve your backlog and all. But I had my mentors who always said don't worry about all those things, you will able to manage yourself if you have a goal right now. And that helped me to achieve this after a long time. It's not a short time. It took almost 8 years to be over here. So it's a long time, but the practice helped me to be over here. So that was something which I found myself that my friend always used to say like you did something good and you explored what you wanted. And that is how I found myself like more better or unique than others who are just into small office, very specific to the location. And I got a good opportunity, and it was luck also where I got a good job where I explored this much across India.
That was a wonderful one. And the next one is, what is the strongest skill you have? Like you are confident about the best part in you.
Mm, I can survive any situation in a small line. Like I have been into a lot of project and all, and every time there were a lot of risk, like lot of quick decision and all those things. But from as I was young, from my fifth grade, I was traveling roughly around everywhere. Like I was into RSS, I was into like different robotics program and all, where I used to travel at night and all. And I never thought about like I need this. I can survive any situation. Okay, so that helped me to explore much. And even though like that was the most important part, like if you learn how to survive the situation and condition, you learn how to deal with the situation, and that helps you to be more positive. Like if you say if I don't have a job also it works for me, if I have a job also it works for me. So it's all about like how you can stay positive. So and after being like I was not having any degree and all, I always felt like okay, whatever it is I will deal with my situation. And that is how it went through, and it was that learning which I got from it. Hope Pragya you got your answer.
Yes, sir. Next question is from Nilani. Nilani, please move on.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, during this pandemic, how do you get going? Like, is there anything that you're doing to overcome the situation and some innovations related to COVID-19?
See, right now I'm doing a research study about change in education happening due to COVID-19. and what are the opportunities which I can like tap and spread making and everything across India. And for that, lot of projects are in discussion, and one of the project has been confirmed also, which is into discussion with lot of student and mentors right now. So that was one thing where we are planning to scale up across 2000 school at a time within 2 months, where I will be giving a mobile access, like an Android application access to lot of students, where they can get an access to expert. And there are a lot of friends into my circle who can take some session, and those session can be recorded and uploaded into that particular app. So as being an educator, I am not an expert of each and everything. Like, I can guide you much better, but at some extent you need some expert. So that I actually found, and in COVID situation there is a lot of time available to our students. So I found like there is a requirement of such app which can provide this learning opportunity when all of you are free. So that is still onto construction. Like, you can consider like it will take 2 more months to launch, but that's what we are planning right now. So we may reach up to 2000 school in next 2 months, and that will spread a lot of making experience for the kids.
We are looking forward for it, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
So there is one more question from Kunal. It's, what are some pets you would have or you would like to own?
Okay, so see, I didn't had any pet at my home because it is restricted. But whenever I like, my friend had some pet, one of my sir had two pets. So mostly I have played lot of with the dog. Okay, like there are two dogs. I used to take them around for a walk. I used to run with them. So those were one of like favorite one. Then I used to have a parrot, like it came for a week I think, and we used to have a, like, he will sit, like sit for a long time. Then squirrel. So I am very good at like playing with squirrel. If have a camera and I used to carry some food, I can throw some food and they will be like playing around me. Okay, so they will come at my shoulder and all. So those things I have enjoyed much as a pet.
Okay. And sir, one more question. If you get a chance to spend with someone, whoever you like, for a day, who would it be?
For a day.
Yes, sir, just for a day. Whoever, anyone in the world.
See, anyone in the world. So see, I have a long
So,
time. I'm planning to have a trip with my professor. So he is an explorer, but explored the entire India. But we both have never went for exploration till date. Okay, so I'm actually planning for having a North Himalayan ranges exploration with him, but I don't know when it will happen. So that is already like a plan, but never went successful.
Okay, sir.
hello, sir.
Arpita has a question.
Yes. Hello.
Arpita, please go on. Arpita Ghosh.
Sir, it's Abhiroop. Well, it's my mother's email ID.
Okay.
So my question to you is that if you wake up early morning, so what you will, sir, what, sir, before exercise, will you go empty stomach or will you drink anything, energy drink?
See, from last 3 months, I am going through my diet process. I am changing some diets also. And from last 3 months, I am taking wheat grass juice. So wheat, the wheat, we can grow some wheat and up to 15 to 10 centimeter. It grow up as a green grass. So that particular grass is being sourced for lot of nutrition and minerals, and that is actually very good for health. So from last 3 months, that has been a regular thing which I am consuming
Okay, sir.
with empty stomach, and like almost 200 ml in the morning.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. One more question from my side.
Yes.
Do you prefer people to go for the same occupation as you?
It depends. See, it depends on the passion. Okay. And one thing which I had in my mind was I was having a grit about changing education. So like I have worked without job also for a year, and I have done research so long. So doing my job is not that easy if you consider, okay? But if you have a passion to do it, then only you can survive. And there are a lot of other factors also, because like a hectic traveling schedule, then you should know about different domains, because when I used to teach someone, then I need to do a research about 8 hours before guiding someone. So all those things require a lot of time, and the complexity of job also is on a different level. So you don't know like what I am doing yet, but you are only seeing my outcome as just what I am doing to you or in front of you, but that has a lot of back end process. So if you are ready to deal with all those situations, then it's a great job because you enjoy the time. But apparently you don't have a specific thing to do, because every day come up with a new thing and new challenge. It's not like I came to job, I know that I have to just make a website and I'm making website all the day, because that is much easy to do. But when I used to start with, I have to look into SEO for a while, then I have to look into graphic design, video design, then I have to look into my curriculum development, then I have to take a lot of different discussion with my friends. So it's a different job and you have to take care of everything together. So it's little bit complex. So it depends on your passion. That is one thing which provides the energy to do the job. And second is like it is uncertain, like you cannot depend on it. Like after 20 year also, if you see my growth, I will have a lot of knowledge, but my growth into particular expertise will be only teaching students. I won't have expertise of creating the solution. Okay, so that might create a stop point for a growth, and that I already know, but I am happy with what I am doing, so I can still pursue this career.
Okay. And what's the best project you found till date?
The best project, okay, there are many, but coming to a point, like there is the student named Neeraj. Okay, he's from Bhavano. So I'm not talking about technical functionality and all. I'm talking about the passion and the knowledge about particular thing at a very small age. So I think he was in 8th or 9th grade, and he called me suddenly saying, "Sir, the Arduino which you gave is not working right now, and tomorrow is my workshop. Tomorrow is my project presentation in my school. I have a science fair, and I want an Arduino to run my project. It was gas sensor detection or something." And then I said, "Sorry, I am right now in the I am outside the city, and I cannot ship anything in a short time, and nobody can give you an Arduino by overnight." So he said, "Okay." And next morning he said, like, "I won the prize and my project was working well." So I asked, "What you did?" So at that particular moment, he earned a respect point. Was he removed, because see, every sensor come up with some chip. So he directly used that chip as an LED to sound the buzzer, and he created a LPG detector using only sensor by just providing the power of LED to buzzer. So that was something which said, "Oh wow, that was something great." Okay, so that project always buzz in my mind, because he was dealing with the shortage of equipment and he find out his way. So that was one thing which I always remember as a best project ever. I have been like, in a short time he figured it out. So that was one thing I always be happy with. Okay, he did something which was I was not even thought of.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes.
So my another question too is that, sir, it's a very common question. Sir, after so much hour of studies, what do you do for the refreshment of your mind?
Okay. So see, for refreshment, I used to explore, because study is what I like. So Kickstarter is one of the website. Then I used to explore tips and tricks on YouTube. Lot of tips and tricks on different domain. And then I have a regular research topic which I always used to carry in my mind. So consider COVID. So the response of health or body in COVID situation, how it works. I talked a lot of COVID positive people who have been gone through this, and now they are
Yes, sir.
healthy.
Yes, sir.
So what kind of challenges they are facing. So I used to research a lot about those things. So mostly I do that. Then recently I started preparing for some of the exam or IELTS, you can say. So for that I started building my vocabulary by seeing some series or something. And movies I used to see, but not in depth. I used to fast forward this. So I am very bad at like, you cannot watch movie with me, because I always fast forward the thing and just complete a 2 hour
Okay.
movie within half an hour, 45 minutes or an hour. And games, yes, I like games, mostly Age of Empire and all, but it depends on the workload and time. So sometime I will install Age of Empire 2 and play for constant 8 hours, and
Sir,
then I will play it again. So that
sir, do
kind of
you
thing.
play, sir? Excuse me, sir. So this is a very common game. Do you play PUBG?
I played that in lockdown, almost for a month, and recently, like now, I got the workload again. So we decided to play it again once I have a crossover of 2,000 visit a day.
Sir, one more question.
Yes.
So this is last question.
Huh.
Sir, in today's situation, sir, after seeing today's situation, everyone thinks that COVID will be over. Sir, in
Yes.
today's situation, what you will prefer? Home food or outside food?
Actually,
What do you prefer?
I have never been for outside food. Like, see, I was not eating a biscuit till 2010, 2009. I have never eaten an outside biscuit till 2009. Okay. I am actually Swaminarayan, so I don't even eat onion, garlic, and all those things. But when I started traveling, it became a requirement where I have to take food outside. Even right now, I'm sitting at my office right now, and we have a kitchen and everything in the office. So I used to cook. Like I just cooked khichdi at 1 p.m. and I had a khichdi, own food, own cooking. So I don't prefer outside food over the time. But due to traveling, I used to take a lot of food. But mostly I used to have fruits and all those things. So I always prefer home food rather than outside food.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
The next question we have is from Costa.
Okay.
Sir, you have
Yes.
mentored many students in many different competitions. You have
Right.
mentored, it's like our in case we have mentored me in Added for India. You have came
Hmm.
Jamshedpur for the
MTFIT.
innovation. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So which was the best competition for you liked for mentoring students till date?
Mentoring students. So
Thinking for
see, it's not about the mentoring as a competition, because every competition has different role. Okay. So and every competition has different challenges. So I don't have any specific competition because it was round the clock going on. Like whether there is a event there or not, I will always have some student where I am guiding, and they will be working on. But I have some students who had some project and the mentoring was fun, although, like, one is the summer. Okay. Like so that kind of thing I enjoyed a lot. So there are a lot of things which I consider, like every competition came up with some creative students and creative projects. So due to that, I enjoy mentoring that particular phase, and that is how it went through. But my first event, which was like, you will be very strange enough, like when I started my first workshop, I will be very true to it. I was only knowing three components. One was LCD, one was servo, and other was LED and Bluetooth. Okay, these were the four components I was knowing around Arduino. I know how to install Arduino, how to work with it, how to copy paste the code, that much. And I was taking my first Arduino workshop in Shimla. Okay. But I used to know how I can deal with the situation. Like I know how to use Google and solve the situation in a quick time. But at that moment, I have used only this much, and I was knowing lot of robotics and design, because that I did in my this. After that, I did this 1 year. Each project which I did, that was new for me. So some student will come to me and say, "Sir, I want to use a gas sensor. I have not used a gas sensor anytime." I said, "Okay, tomorrow we will do it." So the entire day I will be exploring about gas sensor, pin out, how to connect, what kind of code it works, whether it is analog, digital, and all. I will learn all the things, and next day I'll be teaching to them. So the first event of 2016, which started from September 2015 to April 2016, that particular phase, which was known as Innovation Festival 2016, okay, by Intel. So that was the phase where whatever student asked me, the next moment I used to Google, learn, and then respond them within 1 hour, 2 hour, or next day. So that was the event which I remember as a kind of mentoring, but after learning. And now I am used to all those things because I am a civil engineer. Till 2000, July 2015, I have never touched Arduino so well. Okay, first time I have seen Arduino in Jan 2015. After January, I have touched again the same Arduino in June. and that was in the workshop in Kerala. And through that workshop, I learned all these 4 or 5 components. And my project was totally designing a soap with different motor and all for mixing things. So that was not using Arduino. So at that moment also, I have not so explored to Arduino. But during the mentorship period of all this thing, I learned almost like 50 or 70% of the component which you have seen in your ATL.
Sir, one more question.
Yes.
Sir, would you like to visit all of us
See,
personally?
practically it's not possible, but still yes. Okay, like the plan in the March was to travel entire Himalaya for 3 months, but due to COVID, it was been cancelled. Okay, otherwise it was fixed plan that I will travel Himalaya for 2 or 3 months and come back to home. But it was all cancelled, and I don't think now due to COVID, as well as there are like lot of projects which are starting, which will take almost 2 years to establish the entire system in India. So I won't able to travel much for next 2 years. So that's what I know, whether COVID is there or not. But I need to be in an office to guide the entire team for execution of that particular platform. So mostly for next 2 years, I'm not sure. But after 2 years, maybe I'll be visiting across India.
Sir, why do you like traveling so much? Sir, is this your passion or something else is there hidden?
See, traveling gives you, like, energy. Like many of you say, hey, I am tired because I traveled so much. And I'm like, okay, I traveled so much, so I can work more and more. Okay, so for me, traveling gives me a lot of ideas, a lot of energy, because like I'll be in Manali. Okay, so people used to go Manali, but I used to go Manali and see what people are doing, how they are earning. Like I will be checking all street vendors, clicking their photographs. I'll be seeing those small kids selling something. Okay, and I'll be very curious about like what is things happening, something different than some other city. So if you go to Trivandrum, then they will be a very different thing. You will go to Mumbai, you will see a very different thing. And that particular thing always engage me and provides me the energy. So I always used to travel. Like if you talk about Jamshedpur, okay. So if you want to go and eat some pani puri there, then you will not get some plastic bowl or something. You will get a leaf over there, right? So that's the difference which I see in Jamshedpur, even in Kolkata also. Okay, so that's something speciality, and that actually gives me some kind of exploration. So that what you can say the addiction to traveling which I have. So if you say,
That-
do you want to go Pune? I'll be always think about, okay, what is some speciality of Pune? How people react there, how they live, what is the design of their houses. So all those curiosity always help me to travel.
That means that you wherever you go, you do a whole case study of that area. What is
Yeah,
special?
yeah. So that I always do. Wherever I go, I always used to try to get to know to the things what is happening there.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
We have the next question from Aditya again. Aditya, please go on.
So there's another question from side. I want to ask you that how make a balance between your family and your work.
Can you repeat again?
I want to ask you that how make a balance between your work and your family.
It's a very tough question, but the first thing is like it's depend on two situations. So first situation is before marriage, and second situation is after marriage. Okay, so before marriage the balance depends upon your permission from your mother and father, and after marriage the balance depend on your permission of your wife or your husband. Okay, so this two balance depends on the interest of all the people together. So my father and mother never stopped me in traveling, exploration or anything, because I don't know, my father always believed like how much you explore you will learn. Okay, so that was a good thing I always got from my father from fifth grade itself. I have been traveling across like Gujarat and the city from fifth grade. Initially, it was cycle, then bike or whatever you consider. I have attended a lot of camp, rock climbing, all those things. Like first time I went for rock climbing in my fifth grade, and from there I have never set back. Like seventh grade, I went again for rock climbing. Then 10th grade, I was out for a 1 month vacation. So that particular thing helped me to like. It was always you can do whatever you want. Then after that okay, after marriage, So the thing was, I clearly said this is my passion is, and this is what I want to pursue, and she was happy. So the thing was, she never questioned me about like why you are doing this and why you want to travel so much and all, because I already shared. And there was a fact like she was also traveling with me a lot. Like she was entirely with me in MTFIG camps, like Kostav and all know that. So my wife was traveling with me in all the boot camp, all 5 boot camps. Then she started research right now into Master of Social Work. So she is also having the same passion what I am right now having, and she also want to join the same thing. So now it become much more easy for going forward into the same. So family and work is little attached now because we both want to work in the same stream, and slowly that can become a passion for all. And now it's all about having a food 3 times a day and a sleep, that's it. So for that we can spare time or place anywhere. Like if I am traveling, I can eat outside and sleep at a hotel, okay, and then again we can work. And she is with me, so she don't say like okay where you are traveling or, because we both are traveling together and working. So that how it has been balanced till now. I'm not saying about future.
Sir,
Okay,
so
sir.
one more question.
Yes.
A hill related question is there. Sir, in hills, sir, in hills, what you do, sir? Have you ever done paragliding? Paragliding?
No. So see, those are the dreams which need to be fulfilled soon. But like, see, I have never done any sports yet. Okay, I was into chess, but not even any outdoor sport. One of the thing I used to play was badminton in 2009, very frequently, 2 hours a day. But after that, I didn't got a court, and I never played again. And apart of it, I'm not any like rock climbing was my passion, and lot of thing I have done. I went for 3 rock climbing things. I went to Manali twice, okay, and I have explored a lot of mountains and everything as a travel and trekking, but
Sir,
paragliding and everything still not.
excuse me, sir. So have you feel any scared from that rock climb when you do rock climbing?
Mhm.
After seeing from upwards, have you ever feel scared?
No. What the I never like if you say I'm on a 10th floor and I have to jump into the balcony and then I have to go to the
Yes, sir.
next,
That only.
that I won't able to fear because I have been with the rope and everything, and that's never a fear. Height is never a fear for me.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So one last question from my side.
Okay.
Who is your best favorite student till now?
uh, as a single, see there are different version of it and different people into creativity questioning and all. So for questioning in a right way with the proper approach, Aziz, there is one student named Aziz Lokhandwala. So he always used to ask me question at 1 a.m. Okay, he will call me at night and say, "Sir, I have this." Like he will start with, "Sir, sorry to call you at this time, but I have this to discuss." I said, "Okay." Okay, so he will first say sorry, so I cannot say okay bye or something. He was in ninth grade when he started discussing. Right now he's doing research on maths, and he's publishing lot of research paper into maths, talking to lot of professor and all. So he was the one who started all this kind of discussion. Then there was one student called Divyan. So he was much creative on self-learning things. Okay, so he learned a lot of things on his own. So I just need to guide him, and I was quite surprised about his skill, how he learned on his own. Okay, so there's a long. I have not talked to him like since 6 months, but if I say you design this in 2D, he will learn on his own and get back within 4 hours that okay I have completed. So to learn any software, he was very good at it. Then Samarth, obviously. So he used to ask some silly questions, but he used to ask, and he never hesitated on that. So one day he called me and said, "Sir, like solar panel at our home will get dust and everything onto it. Why don't we use solar panel into satellites? Because there is no dust and anything on satellite. So they can provide power to satellite." I said, "Great. Did you Google it? Like how we can power satellite?" And then after a 5 minute he will call and say, "Sir, क्या मजाक कर रहे हो? Satellite solar पे तो चलता है." Like, so that's the thing what he used to talk with me. So that was also a great journey. A part of it, see, technical things I always appreciate, but some I always enjoyed this kind of moment with the people. Okay, so when you ask technical question, I will directly answer technical. But some, some crunch and masala. So these are all those things which is out of the box. Okay, so as a part of mentoring the students and those remembering students, I have always enjoyed this kind of questions from them.
Okay, sir. Is there anyone else who want to ask a question? Hamish, Ansh?
Okay, question done.
No, sir.
47 minutes. Okay.
No, sir. Sir, not so fast, sir. Sir, I have one question, and you never answered me correctly. So
Okay.
why your hair is getting white, sir?
Okay, so it depends. So I had a formula. So every day I learn a new topic, and every day one hair get white. So that is the counting of the things which I know.
Sir, sir, now have you dyed it? Have you
Huh?
done a dye, sir? Sir, have you done a dye, sir? I'm
Uh,
not seeing anything
I
in the
used to dye
camera.
my hair. See, first time I dye my hair when I got married, and recently after like before 1 year I have stopped dyeing my hair. So you have started calling me uncle, that I know very well. Okay, so that's fine, but I'm not dyeing my hair right now. So it's all going white as you are saying right now.
धूप में
Don't know
बाल सफेद नहीं हुआ है.
why only you are interested so much in my hair color.
Sir, I
Are you,
don't
are
know.
you doing a research
From
on it?
IFI boot camp, I noted that thing, sir, and it got into my head. So,
Okay.
can't, sir.
I thought like you started some research on hair colors, like you can
No,
drink.
sir.
Okay. If you are doing, then
Sir,
let me know. I can
sir,
be your first
mosquito ठीक है,
client.
sir.
Okay, you are still busy with mosquitoes, right?
Yes, sir. The small,
Great.
small, and
Okay,
space.
good.
Sir, next we have from Hamish. Any tips on presentation of projects?
Okay, so see, presentation is you have to think about various factors. The first factor is whatever is in your screen, is it understandable, like is it appropriate to the audience? Because if you are going with a very high difference, then they won't able to understand, and if you are explaining also, they won't able to connect. So always use those graphics or those data which they can understand. Second is don't even like see whatever comes to screen, don't read it out, explain whatever comes to your mind, and always have a vast knowledge about the slide. And your pitch should be very short, like the How to Pitch session by Rajesh Nair. So that is one, how to hook the audience, how to connect them, and how to come to the point. Third point, same as How to Pitch session by Professor Nair, explain them as a like they are the grandma, they don't know anything about technology, they want to just understand how this will impact and how this will solve. If they got that particular point very well, they will definitely ask how the technology work at the last, and at that point you can explain the technology. Otherwise, like if you start with the technology, they will lose the interest. And always clearly mention what is the impact if this work out. So those are the catching point which is required. A part of it, it's all about you should know the background of the people like whom I am pitching, and according to background you can use your language or technical words, and that is most required when you explain. Like when I used to teach student, I used to have a lot of stories which is much simpler, which they can understand rather than anything else. So when I tell about what is the most important part of the learning, I used to talk the story about cricketer like Virat Kohli or Sachin, because that is much easier for them to understand, like how our muscle memory or the precision of our thing get much like appropriate to our body. So like Virat Kohli can hit that particular ball into any direction because he has practiced so well. So whatever is our knowledge, after knowledge it comes to as a practice. So the amount of practice you put, so that way presentation as you go on and on presenting much things, it will definitely keeps you active and a good learner. So definitely on a long time it will improve. So those are the most important part when you present something as a presentation. Creating a presentation as a different technical thing, which I can share some of the YouTube videos onto my YouTube channel as a playlist, which you can refer and learn from that.
So Tej has joined us. Tej, if you have any question, you can go on.
I'm good. It's okay. Hello, everyone. Hi.
Sir, Ansh is asking, how do you know like what's your talent?
People come and told me, like, you are good at teaching. So that is how I found, okay, I should start teaching.
Okay, so sir, can you explain a bit about your exact occupation? Because till date I couldn't understand what's your exact job.
Okay, my job. Okay, so I will explain in a stage wise what I have went through. Okay, so I will start at I also have an ambition. I also have a goal. That kind of scenario when you used to be a student. In third grader, I wanted to be a soldier. Okay, then little slowly, I met an accident in eighth grade. I didn't got admission into NCC, so all those things happened, and then I said, okay, soldier is not possible, so I left that. Then in 11th grade, when it was there to select about a stream, I said, okay, I want to be a doctor. So I took a biology stream. I failed physics, chemistry. Then I said, okay, that's not working. Then I wanted to be a electronic engineer, but my family was all behind civil engineering. So they told like take civil engineering and pursue your career. I said okay. So I took diploma civil engineering. After civil engineering, I thought to change into EC again, but at that moment I thought okay, not to do right now. So I left that point and again did my degree into civil engineering. And during 2012 to 2015, I met a lot of friends, lot of entrepreneurs, people together, and I learned a lot of about technology like web development, WordPress, HTML, PHP, then basic Arduino. So all those things helped me to jump into Maker as a making. And luckily, I got a job into one of the program of Intel as a mentor for Maker, as a making. So in which I need to teach them basic design and all. And altogether, I was having that combination that I know how to design. I know little bit of code, HTML, Arduino, connection, circuit, and everything. And I have done a lot of circuit projects and robotics before. So that helped me to jump into this occupation which I am right now. So I served as a mentor for a year. Then I worked as a professor for 6 months in a college, my own college, like where I was studying my degree. Without having degree, I was as a professor there. I was teaching the same thing, Arduino and everything, into the college student. Then I got admission into Fab Academy, which is one of the course many of you know if I have shared. So I did that, and after that, Professor Nair told me like what you are planning to do ahead, and I said okay, I want to do the research on rural development. So he offered me like okay, let's start a research on this, and then I started the company over here, and that is how Encube Lab started. Now, in an Encube Lab, I was only the employee. So you can consider me general manager, accounting, banking, whatever you want to consider. So whatever I am doing, it comes under one domain, one person company. Until 2018, it was the same situation. Only me in the company, nobody else. Now, then we started getting the projects and then we started hiring the things. But as a mentor, I need to jump in because there's not a big company. So as when you see there are small companies, they need to do multiple jobs. So as a profession, I have right now I am a general manager at Encube Labs, which I write as a designation. But as a work, you can consider I used to mentor kids. Now slowly I am going towards the framework designing. So how I can reach up to mass like all together 2000 school with a proper plan, proper data collection, identifying how they can learn all those things together, what should be their agenda for a year, what kind of 21st century skill set they need to learn. So now as a general manager, I have to manage the company as my specialty and special skill, I have to work on framework design. So that has been my core competency right now. But as my initial journey, I was as a mentor, so that I can do very well whenever I'm taking the session and all. But slowly that has been shifting to other people into the team where Maharshi and all are taking that particular load from now, and they are already into it. So Maharshi did the Andhra Pradesh project without help of mine. So, and there were a lot of other mentors also which we hired. So now I am more into general manager and framework design.
Okay. Sir, Mayank Gupta wants to know that how and when did you meet Rajesh Nair, sir?
Okay, so it was January 2015. I met him in a workshop. He was my mentor for the track, and it was 7 day workshop for enabling toys, designing a equipment gadget for specially abled kids. So that was my first interaction with Professor Nair, and then he had a 1 month uh, social fabrication workshop at Kerala. So I got selected in June 2015 and I went there for 1 more month. So that is how I interacted much more and learned Arduino, the product design system, understanding the customer segment and all. So that was the learning from him. And then we were connected because there were a lot of events where Professor Nair used to call me as a mentor, where I used to go to Kochi, IIT Delhi, IIT Mandi for some of the program which Tech Top planned that time. And that is how the it went continue, and now we are launching this Zero to Maker across India. So that is how the engagement is still going on.
Okay. Sir, like the every person has a single person in their life, like whatever happens, you approach to them. So who is that person in your life?
So, see, initially it was, but now I also know like it's not about getting the answer from that particular person, but as a spiritual thing or as a see, my problem is always with the intention what I want to get out of my life. Okay, like I spend 20, 30, 40 years, but at end what I actually want, I, not you, not any others or something else. And for those level things I always need a discussion, and I used to go to my professor who is Professor Hitesh Purohit. So he's my main guru, you can consider. He taught me a lot of spiritual value and all. So those things, he has only the answer of all those things because he knew me in a very different way. So that was all about like him. So like whenever I used to have those questions, I used to like if I have 5 options in my life and I am confused what to do, okay, I will go to him and talk about this, and he will give me some advice, and I will make a decision.
Okay, sir. Himesh has again one question. What are your top 3 educational or development YouTube channels?
Okay, what are the top 3 I am following, right?
No, he didn't mention that. Maybe your
Okay.
own channels.
Uh, Mostly I don't have any channel yet.
Okay,
Recently.
no, you are following. He mentioned again.
So one is the TED, okay, TED Talks and all, because
Okay.
that give a lot of insight about how the things are working. Okay. Second is mostly I used to watch a lot of manufacturing processes and design. Okay, so there are a lot of manufacturing process already available on YouTube that I follow very rigorously. Like I used to follow all different technological videos and all, like Kickstarter videos and manufacturing videos. The third thing is all about spiritual. So you can consider Sadhguru, then all those things like Sadhguru and all. They give your answer with a very deep perspective, and that is much more required when you are dealing with a situation like what you want from your life. Okay, so these are the 3 different topics, and on those topic I used to research and go through those YouTube channels. So it's not a specific channel, but these are the 3 main category where I look into it.
Okay. Do we have any more questions?
Costa.
Sir, I wanted to ask that do you read any kind of books?
Yes, I read books, mostly not full, but I used to pick up the books, get a topic, and complete the topic. That way, I used to read. I started reading HBR, Harvard Business Review, from last 3 years. Recently, I started following Bill Gates. So Bill Gates has a list of books referred by him, and there are some books which are onto education. So I used to read those books. Apart of it, like I used to follow a lot of people on LinkedIn, and I used to read a lot of articles shared by them. Okay, so those are the things I used to read whenever I am free.
Sir, any book which you want to suggest that everyone should read?
So one book is called The Principle. So the Principle is a good book talking about work and life, and it's a good book with explanation of entire journey of that particular person. So I'll just share my screen and show it to you. So it's by Ray Dalio. Okay, the search engine chain. So that book is like available on Amazon also. So this is the book. I used to follow this book as one of the book which I like to read, and all of you also should give a time to read this book in a proper way when you complete your like graduation or something.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Read Elliot.
Okay, now I think now we can wrap up. Thank you, sir, for joining us. It was really a wonderful experience to have you here.
Welcome.
One last question. There is no like, it's not a fixed answer. We do not expect any such, but we have a question from Hamish. You select tabs or spaces.
Okay, for mobile. Okay, and dark or light mode. So my mobile mostly have dark mode. Okay, it saves battery, and it depends on my see mostly tab or space. It depends on the code or typing. So mostly if I'm typing, it's space, and if I'm coding, it's tab.
Sir,
Okay.
I have a small, just not a question. We have asked you so many questions. I mean, so many. Why not to
Okay.
ask each one of us one question?
Okay.
Each of us. I
So
just
see. So okay. So
if
see.
everyone agrees, sir. If everyone agrees, then okay.
To ask each and everyone there will be a very always have a different questions, and I will ask you in person to all of you when I get a time, but mostly see one question which all of you need to ask in a life is what you want from the life, and not now you have a time, so when you get into engineering or something, because at end of 50 years you are going to ask again to you, so it's better to start asking right now. So that's what I have learned in my life, because if I want the same outcome after 50 years, why don't I start right now? So that is one of the most important thing which you need to ask you every day, like whatever I am doing, is it what I am doing to get what I want from my life? Then only you do it. Okay, and your goal and objectives whatever you are designing should be aligned with that particular thing which you want from your life. So you consider that you want to design a space rocket. Okay, fine, you got your point. Now what are my objectives and what are my goals? So these are my objectives, then only I can reach there. Then you should able to start thinking around it, and you should always ask that question to yourself saying, hey, what I want is this, and whether I'm working onto that direction or not. And the same thing I used to follow for myself, and that is how I am right now into education and rural development. Because what I want from my life is like I just want to make a change into rural education, like how it is, and it need to be corrected. So that is what I want to be from my life. I don't want to be something else than that. So whatever other things which I am achieving is extra, but what is the main part is I want to do something in rural. So whatever I design, whatever I research, whatever I work, every day I have certain outcome regarding that. So if you start asking that question to you, you will get a very much aligned system, and you will feel satisfied with what you are working with, and that will provide you the energy to work much more further in the same domain. Okay,
So
Kaushik?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
the last question I have is from Maharshi Bhaiya. So if he is comfortable, Maharshi Bhaiya, can you answer one of the question?
Mackie? Pragya is asking some question. Okay, I think his speaker is not working. He will take the question offline.
Okay, sir, sure, no issue.
Okay, anyone else left out with some question?
I
No
think
one?
it's over now.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you, sir, for joining us, and thank you all the participants. It was really a nice one, and hope we get more such sessions in future as well.
Plan something like this every Sunday. Okay, we can have a moderator and we can have some participant. Like, see, every one of you have certain stories to share, your learnings or something. Like, we can plan a session with Tej next Sunday. Then again next Sunday we can plan a session with Hamish, like that. And you can share your own learnings and everything together. We can have a combined session also, like Tej and Hamish together. So we can ask some perspective about their learning, innovation, approaches, research, and that can be a good discussion which we can start with.
Yes, sir, that's a nice idea.
Okay, so let's ask for both of them. So Tej and Hamish, are you
Yes, sir.
ready for
Please,
the?
sir.
Okay, so next
Yes,
one we
sir.
will, next session we will do it for a Tej next Sunday. Okay, same time 3 p.m. Okay, and then we will have. What we'll do is it will be a proper cycle. So next session we'll do for Pragya. Okay, and Tej will take the session. Okay, then Tej will be the speaker, and then we will have Hamish. So every session we get a step by step every Sunday. Okay, so Pragya will be answering the next session, and Tej will be taking that session. Okay, Tej.
He's
Tej.
answering in the chat.
Okay, he left. Okay, fine. So
He
let's
answered
start
in
the
the chat.
session.
It's okay.
Okay, so next week we will have a session by Pragya.
Okay, sir,
Okay.
sure.
I will make the list of the questions.
Okay, sir, sure.
Okay, so
Okay.
we'll follow
Thank
the
you,
same
sir.
sequence. Okay, bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Bye, sir.